Our family decided to join a group about 3 years ago. Jennifer Scott had called me on the phone one day and said that she wanted to invite our family to join. And I immediately had a lot of hesitations about it. I had doubts about whether I really wanted to be honest. I just didn't really want to join. I thought after a long school week that I was going to be tired and I didn't want to have to try to make a dish to take to dinner. And it's Friday night, it's our family night. It was going to take time away from us. And my boys are pretty quiet and I didn't think they would feel comfortable. So all these doubts were going through my head, and Chad called me after work and to discuss it. And I had this dialogue already for him about all the reasons why we shouldn't. But that dialogue never happened, because as soon as I told him about the conversation with Jennifer, he said, I think we should try it. So Chad, being the quiet guy that he was, I really didn't think that's what he would say, and it kind of took me off guard. And if it was important to him, I thought we needed to do it. So I said, okay. When we started group, I expected it to be sort of like a regular Bible study that I had been involved with growing up, or in my hometown church. I expected us to eat dinner and have a 30-minute Bible study and go about our way. But it ended up being very different than that. Dinner lasted 2 hours because there was laughter and conversation and making connections. The amount of fun that we had was very unexpected for me. The amount of friendships that developed, and how the depth of the Bible study and the amount that we share with each other in the context of the Bible study was very eye-opening and just very comforting. And all of the doubts that I had just slowly started to melt away as we became more comfortable and developed the friendships with the other adults in the group. It became more of a friendship and then a family than it did a Bible study. Fast forward 2 years after we joined group, my world crumbled. My husband was on his way to work, and a driver who was under the influence of meth crossed the center line, hit him head on and killed him. In a blink of an eye, I became a widow. And a single mom to 2 boys. Life crashed very quickly. I didn't know how I was going to survive. I didn't know if I was going to survive. That's when I very quickly found out that God was using Chad that day, that he told me we need to try small group. Because God knew I was going to need that small group. I was going to need them to survive. They ended up being my lifeline throughout the course of this last year. From the moment I found out that I lost Chad, my small group was right there with me. Jeff was in the room with me when I had to break the news to my boys. And when I walked out of the school building, Stephanie was right there holding me up because I couldn't stand. And the rest of my small group was immediately rearranging their lives for me to be there for me. They rearranged their schedules. They flew home from vacation early, and they were there. My small group was the ones who were calling the insurance company for me. They were the ones holding my hand while I made funeral arrangements. They took care of me. They became my family. About a week after the accident, I had to go back to school. I didn't think I could walk in that building because my kindergartners were gonna need a happy teacher, and I was anything but. Shauna rearranged her entire schedule for about a month and came to work with me every single day. She bridged the gap when I couldn't be happy. She was the one that would take care of my class when I had to step out of the room. Not too many people would do that. When my boys were really nervous about getting a haircut from anybody but their daddy, Jeff stepped up and came and taught me how to give haircuts. When I was scared, staying by myself at home, Steve installed a security system for me. Chad took care of almost everything for our family. He was the fix-it guy, he was the technology guy. So the challenges for me of just figuring out how to live life were so immense. I didn't know how to mow the yard. I'd never gotten gas in a vehicle. He did everything. So my small group, they were the ones that were right there to help teach me. They had to be the ones that I called when my mower broke down in the middle of the yard. And then I found out that it really just needed gas. They were the ones that helped me through figuring out how to deal with house maintenance and put salt in a water softener. The little things that I had no idea what to do, they helped me through every single one of those challenges. And as court hearings began with the case involving Chad, they were sitting right beside me through every single one. I couldn't have made it through this last year without them. As time has moved on over the course of this last year, I found that grief is something that's never going to be ending. It's lifelong. But my small group has helped me baby step through the process of finding joy again. They've helped us find laughter and realize that it's okay to have a good time and it's okay to move forward. And that doesn't mean I'm moving on, because Chad is a big reason I am who I am. But they've helped me realize that joy and peace can come in your life. My small group has went on vacation with me. They have had game nights and family hikes, and they've just been there for me to make sure that I knew that joy can be back in our lives again. We're going to move forward with peace in our heart and a family of a small group around us that is going to be there for us no matter what. If you are sitting in your seat today and you are thinking that your faith's already strong enough and you don't need a small group, I thought that too. If you think your schedule's too busy, life's too hectic, I thought that too. If you think it's just not your thing, I thought that too. But you never know when that day is going to come that you need those connections. You never know when that day is going to come that tragedy is going to strike and you need that support system. But at the same time, there's probably someone out there that needs you. There's probably someone out there that needs your encouragement and needs you to lift them up and help them through their tough times. My small group was there for me. They were that for me. So I just encourage you to to let God lead you, let God use you to be there for others, and let God overwhelmingly bless you.